We welcome you to Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia, as the NFHS Network presents live streaming coverage of the 2021 West Virginia High School State Softball Tournament presented by your local Little General stores. Today's games are being produced in conjunction with the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission by Video Productions. Greetings from South Charleston and Field A at the Rock, where it is day one of the state tournament. Today's schedule includes 4 Class AA games in the opening round of this double elimination tournament, with the winners advancing in the championship bracket and the 2 losing teams moving into the consolation bracket. Greetings from South Charleston and our great video productions crew, the SSAC and the NFHS Network. I'm Andrew Miller, delighted to have you with us for this first game of the day, featuring a matchup between the Oak Glen Golden Bears and the Independence Patriots. Oak Glen coming in with an overall record of 27-1 overall, 22-14 are the Independence Patriots, as they've made their way here through sectional and regional tournament games. A couple of players to look forward to watching here for both of these teams. For the Independence Patriots, a returning 2019 first team All-State player in Glen Parks, now a senior. And for Oak Glen, the pitcher today, a 2019 second team All-State Conference player in Maddie McKay. We are getting the announcements of both teams out on the field. Your umpires for today's game: behind home plate will be Tim Merrifield. At first will be Mike Reynolds. Second base will be Chuck Leach. And over at third will be Pete Ward. Today, the field conditions here at Field A at the Rock: very nice turf infield, turf outfield, 220 all the way around in the outfield. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the first pitch here in Class AA state tournament action on the NFHS Network.
Number 16.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
We welcome you back to Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia, getting set to go here in Class AA in the opening round of the 2021 State Softball Tournament. Independence and Oak Glen getting set to square off here on Field A at the Rock. Let's take a look at the starters for both teams. The home team today will be Independence. The Patriots will lead off with the catcher, Glen Parks, first team All-Stater 2019. Batting second, playing short, Allie Hypes. Batting third, center fielder Destiny Blankenship. Cleanup hitter will be Kendall Martin. She'll be out in left field. Batting fifth, playing third base, Sarah Bragg. Batting sixth, Jana Davis, the second baseman. Batting seventh, Chloe Hart, the first baseman. Batting eighth, Trista White, designated player. She'll bat in the lineup for the flex player, right fielder Alyssa Daniels. And batting ninth and pitching in the center circle today will be Delaney Buckland. For Oak Glen, the Golden Bears lead off with the shortstop, Sydney Brown. Batting second, center fielder Lizzie Kell. Batting third, pitcher Maddie McKay. Batting cleanup will be Sarah Brown behind home plate. Batting fifth and playing third will be Olivia Munoz. Batting sixth, Michaela Zoller, be out in left field. Batting seventh at second base, Amber Moore. Batting eighth, Grace Smith out in right field. And batting ninth, designated player Emma Renfro. She'll hit in the lineup for the flex player, the first baseman, Alexis Holden. Head coach for Independence for the Patriots, Ken Atkins, in his 7th year, 125 and 71 overall. Independence still looking for their first state title in school history. Oak Glen, head coach, 4th year at the helm for Sherry Gardner. Overall record of 32, 23 and 1, but a great 27 and 1 record this year coming in. They do have the Golden Bears one state title in school history back in 1998. Those are your starters, your head coaches, and we are set to go here from Field A at the Rock, Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia. We'll send it away one time for our sponsors. When we come back, the first hit pitch here in Class AA at the state softball tournament on the NFHS network.
At Tudor's Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal, served all day long, and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
And we welcome you back to the Rock Field A, Little Creek Park here in South Charleston, West Virginia. National anthem being sung today, a beautiful rendition by Mary Canterbury. And that leads us up to the opening pitch here in game number 1 of Class AA at the 2021 State Softball Tournament. Again, we've missed this badly 1 year ago. This spring sports season in West Virginia and across the nation canceled, and we didn't get to see a ton of talent. So after a year hiatus, we're back to it here in South Charleston, and we are at a new venue for the state softball tournament. The 4 teams in Class AA, Oak, Glen, and Independence, squaring off right now. The next game, 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, will be Sissonville and Herbert Hoover. And again, it is a double elimination style tournament. So if you win, you're moving on in the championship bracket. If you lose, it's not over just yet. Again, Independence will be the home team on the scoreboard. So they will take the field first. Pitcher Delaney Buckland, the sophomore, 15-10 this year, 158 innings of work, 2.43 ERA. She has struck out 272 batters to just 39 walks on the season. Tremendous for the sophomore. Her battery mate, Kaylin Parks, behind the plate. First baseman, Chloe Hart. Jana Davis at second. Allie Hypes at short. Sarah Bragg at third. Kendall Martin in left. Destiny Blankenship in center, and Alyssa Daniels over in right. Top of the first inning, and the Golden Bears coming to the plate. Sydney Brown, Lizzie Kell, Maddie McKay, hitters 1, 2, and 3, as we are set to go at the 2021 State Softball Tournament. Rocking and firing right off the bat is Buckland, missing on the inside corner. 1-0 count to the shortstop, Brown. Next offering, fouled back against the cage. Count evens at 1-1. Brown, the sophomore shortstop. Home plate umpire Tim Merrifield working this Class AA field. And we've got ourselves a dead ball. Looks like that one may have clipped Brown on the front foot. So a hit batter will send the leadoff hitter here in the top of the first inning for the Bears to the plate. And that will send the sophomore center fielder Lizzie Kell to the batter's box. Independence, the Patriots in red, white, and blue. Golden Bears with that all-too-common powder blue, but they've got the charcoal gray unis today with the white pants, bright gold letters and numbers, but they do have the powder blue socks. Next pitch, this one is ripped up the middle, but shallow. Coming in quickly is Blankenship from center field to make the grab. Blankenship was in the right place. Moved in on the second batter, Kell, for the line drive, put out, 1 out, top of the first inning. That will bring up the pitcher, Maddie McKay. And again, in 2019, McKay, as a freshman, was a second-team All-Stater in Class AA. Looks on at 1 out of the zone. 1-0 the count. Buckland working quickly from that center circle. All turf infield. It's an overcast day. Been a lot of rain here in the Kanawha Valley in West Virginia. 2-0 pitch finds the mark on the outside corner. Count now 2-1 to McKay. Independence looking for state championship #1. Heavy cut by McKay on the high heater. 2-2 now to the #3 hitter in the Bear lineup. Should say Golden Bears. I got to make sure I get it right. Buckland into the windup. This one hops the catcher, gets away. That will send the runner Brown into scoring position out at second. Not a very deep backstop behind home plate. What a good jump by the leadoff hitter Brown out to second. 3-2. The count is full for the pitcher. Early pitcher versus pitcher matchup. This one in the dirt. And that will send the runner, or the batter, McKay to first. So we've got a hit batter and a walk now early for Buckland. And again, we mentioned Buckland is not one to walk batters very often. She's faced 686 batters coming into today and has walked just 39. That will bring up the catcher and the cleanup hitter, Sarah Brown, wasting no time, taking a big hack at that first offering. 0-1 the count. With Buckland moving quickly from the pitcher's circle. Misses on the outside. 1-1 now to Brown. Top of the first inning. Little flinch on the next offering. That's a called strike by Tim Merrifield, the home plate umpire. Mike Reynolds at first. Chuck Leach out at second. Pete Ward, bases umpire, over at third. 1-2 pitch ripped down the line in foul territory. Nice stab by Sarah Bragg over there at third. Again, the count even at 2-2. Next offering from Buckland, missing low. On deck is Olivia Munoz. Next pitch called, strike on the outside corner, freezing Brown. And that's the first strikeout issued by the sophomore Delaney Buckland. Backwards K for out number 2 for the Patriots. So Munoz now, the third baseman, coming to the plate for Oak Glen here in the top of the first inning. First offering, this one jamming Munoz on the inside part of the plate. She pokes it foul. Let's take a look at the replay of that last called strike right on the corner, painting the outside edge to get the cleanup hitter. Here's one Dribbled back to the pitcher's circle. Fielded cleanly by Buckland for out number 3. A pair of base runners aboard. No damage. To the bottom of the first we go as Independence coming to the plate for the first time.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Moving into the bottom of the first inning, we'll see the Patriots of Independence High School at the plate for the first time as the pitcher, Delaney Buckland, after hitting a batter and walking a batter, able to work out of the top of the first inning jam. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left aboard. So into the bottom of the inning we go. Hitters 1, 2, and 3 coming to the plate for Independence. It will be the catcher, Caleb Parks. Again, the top hitter for this Independence team. She leads the Patriots in batting average, .628, 12 home runs, and 50 RBIs, a half a century mark for the returning 2019 first team All-Stater. She is the catcher, followed by Allie Hypes, the shortstop, and Destiny Blankenship, the center fielder. Maddie McKay, the junior, set to go here from the pitcher's circle for Oak Glen in the bottom of the inning. McKay is a freshman, finished as a second-team Class AA All-State selection. We're on Field A. Field B is directly to our left. We had a softball fly into play. You might see that from time to time here. Up at the rock. First pitch from McKay, rocking and firing and missing. 1-0 the count. Parks also has 10 doubles, 7 triples, and 34 stolen bases. McKay rocking and firing upstairs again, 2-0 quickly to the leadoff hitter. Stolen bases are a big MO for the Patriots, 127 base swipes as a team. Next pitch popped high into the sky over on the right field side, and a tough play by McKay. Thought that maybe the first baseman or second baseman would call her off. McKay taking care of business by herself with the pop fly to get Parks.
Number 4, Allie Hypes.
And we'll bring up Hypes, the shortstop. Just a freshman. A lot of these girls have not seen high school state tournament action. Again, last year was canceled. You see a lot of freshmen and sophomores on these lineups. Nice off-speed pitch by McKay. Hypes out in front of the first offering, 0-1 the count. McKay rocks and fires, called strike, framed by the catcher Brown. And Tim Merrifield makes the emphatic signal for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Glad you guys could join us here on the NFHS Network, Video Productions, and the WVSSAC. I'm Andrew Miller. Brian Shepard working the production right beside me. Next pitch, a foul tip into the glove of Brown. And a quick 2-up, 2-down, bottom of the first for the Golden Bear defense.
Now batting for Independence.
Both plays made by the pitcher, McKay. Center fielder, Destiny Blankenship, a .264 hitter on the season. She does have 13 RBIs. First pitch high into the sky, right side of the infield again. McKay says, I will take all three of them. A 3-up, 3-down inning in the bottom half for the Golden Bear defense. No score after one. You're watching the 2021 State Softball Class AA Tournament on the NFHS Network.
For Independence in the top of the first.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
One complete here at Field A at the Rock in South Charleston, West Virginia. No score. A 1-2-3 bottom half of the first inning for the Oak Glen defense. And it was all by way of junior pitcher Maddie McKay, a strikeout and a pair of pop fly outs for the Golden Bear junior pitcher. Top second we go. And back to the pitcher's circle goes Delaney Buckland. And she'll offer one to the number 6 hitter in the order, left fielder Michaela Zoller for Oak Glen. Next pitch, chasing a high offering there was Zoller. 1-1, the count even. Oak Glen has been statistically very stout defensively. Speaking of that last half inning, they have thrown 12 shutouts and 6 one-run games defensively in this 27-1 season. 1-2 the count, though, to Zoller here in the top second. Buckland really working quickly. Oftentimes you'll see that in softball. The count evens at 2 apiece. Amber Moore on deck, Grace Smith in the hole. 2-2 pitch ripped up the middle. And Zoller is aboard with the leadoff single. First base hit of the day for either team. Back-to-back innings. The Golden Bears with a base runner or two aboard. Amber Moore now, the second baseman, coming to the plate.
Batting for Oak Glen, number 62, Amber Moore.
Independence quite stout defensively themselves. Here's a sacrifice bunt attempt fielded by Buckland. She'll take the out at first as Moore does the job. And for the second straight inning offensively, Oak Glen with the runner in scoring position. Moore just laid down the sac bunt in fair territory.
Now batting for Oak Glen, number 18, Grace Smith.
Going to bring up hitter number 8 in the order for the Golden Bears, right fielder Grace Smith. In Independence, they've pitched 11 shutouts and 9 one-run games in 22 victories. As Buckland goes off speed on the first offering. Smith out in front of it, 0-1 the count. Next pitch popped back out of play. Quickly the count moves to 0-2. Oak Glen offensively very stout, averaging 8.8 runs per game. But Independence gives up defensively just 2.8 runs per game. Something we'll have to give here today. Buckland rocks and fires. This one high into the sky, back behind home plate. Giving a look at it is the catcher, Kaylin Parks. That one just trickled to the back of the fence line. Count will hold at 2-2 to Smith. Number 8 in the order, designated player Emma Renfro in the on-deck circle for Oak Glen. This pitch gets away from Buckland. She can afford to waste one with the 0-2 count. 1-2 it goes. One-two pitch called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. We saw one of those just an inning ago as Buckland was able to get Sarah Brown looking on that outside corner, and you'll watch right there again, painting the outside edge for the second strikeout of the day for Buckland on Smith. 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Designated player Emma Renfro digging in. She'll square to bunt immediately. This one popped out of play. Batting for the first baseman, Alexis Holden. in the order. Again, this is the first year the state softball tournament has been housed in South Charleston. And what a facility it is. 3 fields, all turfed. And it's very nice to have that, especially because of the West Virginia weather we've had over the past couple of days. Severe rains yesterday throughout the Kanawha Valley and into this morning. And these fields have held up nicely. 0-2 the count to Renfro. Swing and a miss, and strike 3. As after allowing the first base hit of the inning, Delaney Buckland shuts down the Golden Bear offense. Moving to the bottom of the second. Independence to the plate, no score on the NFHS network.
No Independence errors.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
At Tudor's Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal. Served all day long and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
We welcome you back to the Rock Field A at Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia. Bottom second as Independence stepping to the plate. Hitters 3, 4, and 5, or 4, 5, 6, coming to the plate. After Maddie McKay and the defense of Oak Glen, really it was McKay herself in the bottom of the first inning, retired the Independence Patriots 1-2-3. Pair of pop fly outs and a strikeout. But McKay will hit Kendall Martin on the first pitch here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting for Independence.
So the first base runner aboard for the Patriots. Hitter number 5, and number 5 on the scorebook, the third baseman, Sarah Bragg. She'll swing heavy at the first pitch, rips it foul into the third base dugout cage. Bragg on the season, a .349 hitter. She's got 28 RBIs to her credit, with 7 doubles on the season. McKay, the junior, offers one upstairs. Count evens at 1-1. The winner of this game moving in the championship bracket along. And they'll await the winner of our next contest. Sissonville and Herbert Hoover will take the field next. Swing and a miss. And the count now to Bragg, 1-2. On deck, Jana Davis. McKay, she'll lose control of this one. It hits off of the side post and the backstop. That will allow the runner, Martin, to head on to second into scoring position. As we mentioned, runs might be at a premium with these two defenses. Oak Glen has given up just 1.6 runs per game all year. They've won 26 in a row to start the season. A swing and a miss on a 2-2 count, and Bragg goes down. Second strikeout of the afternoon, or I should say for the morning. Used to broadcasting afternoon softball. Second baseman Jana Davis, a .310 hitter. 12 RBIs, 3 doubles. Looks on at the first offering upstairs.
Number 10, Jana Davis.
Davis with 11 stolen bases on the year. Again, Independence, they will swipe bags to 127 on the season. Brown trying to frame that last pitch. Just missing up. 2-0 the count to Davis. Number 6 hitter in the Independence order. And McKay misses again, and she is behind in the count, 3-0. Again, she hit Kendall Martin on the first pitch here in the bottom of the second inning. Martin out at second in scoring position. Can McKay fight back? She will on this pitch. As Davis faked the bunt. Count moving to 3-1. McKay rocks and fires. Davis out in front of that off-speed pitch. And the junior, Maddie McKay, showing some grit here. Fighting back to load the count full at 3-2. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. And all the way back comes McKay for strikeout number 3. And I'll tell you, McKay on the delivery of that pitch, her lead foot slipped off of the turf. We'll take a look at this pitch. It was effective nonetheless, but she slipped, delivering that 3-2 offering to Davis for the strikeout. 2 outs now here in the inning. Chloe Hart, the first baseman, digs in. Hart 302 on the season. Good frame job from behind home plate by the sophomore Sarah Brown. McKay has painted the corners here in the first couple of innings. Hart with 23 RBIs on the season. Off-speed pitch upstairs, gets away from Brown. That will hustle Martin over to third, so a real threat here for Independence. As Hart will look for RBI number 24 and a chance to give the Patriots the early lead. And swing and a miss on that next offering. And again, McKay on that pitch. Her lead foot slipped off of the turf. That may become an issue for McKay. 1-2 offering upstairs, 2-2 now to Hart. Hart does have a couple of home runs on the season, 5 doubles and 4 triples for the first baseman. Next offering, off-speed pitch, and strikeout number 3 of the inning. Number 4 overall for the junior, Maddie McKay. Oak Glen once again shutting down the Independence Patriots in the bottom of the second. After 2, no score. You're watching the 2021 Class AA State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
We welcome you back to the Rockfield A, Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia. 2 in the books here in the opening round game in Class AA of the State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network, brought to you by the WVSSAC and Video Productions. I'm Andrew Miller. Ryan Shepard is working the boards for this game. Andrew Bolin is our cameraman. Executive Director of Video Production is Butch Mounts. So no score. The defense is holding strong. As you would expect between Oak Glen and Independence, neither team throughout the season has offered much to opposing offenses. Trista White will dig in. Or excuse me, that'll be the top of the order. Sydney Brown, followed by Lizzie Kell and Maddie McKay. So for the second time, Golden Bears will see the pitcher, Delaney Buckland. A couple of pitches missing outside of the zone to the leadoff hitter. Brown was hit by a pitch in the first inning to lead things off. Made it out to second base before being stranded in the top of the first inning. Brown, the shortstop for Oak Glen. Next offering, popped high into the sky over in the right field area. And that one will just trickle foul. Is that correct? Yes. So they'll bring Brown back to the batter's box. 2-1 the count. We are high above the field, right behind home plate. 2-1 the count to Brown. Buckland, the sophomore, offers a fastball inside corner, jamming. Brown fouls it back against the cage. 2-2 to the leadoff hitter. Buckland, a 15-10 overall record. She is the ace of this Independence pitching staff. Check swing on the next offering from Brown. 3-2. Buckland has worked 158 and 2/3 innings coming into this contest. Here is one ripped into the gap in deep left center field. All the way to the fence it goes, rounding second. They're going to send Brown on to third. The ball gets away on the throw in from left field, but Brown was already sliding into third. And Sydney Brown with a lead-off triple in the top of the third inning for the Golden Bears.
Now batting for Oak Glen, number 2, Lizzie Kale.
Big opportunity for Oak Glen here in the top of the third inning. Lizzie Kell lined out to center field, her first plate appearance back in the top of the first inning. Kell with an opportunity to plate the first run of the game, and she will lay down a beautiful sacrifice bunt, first base side, and that will score the first run of the game. Kell does a tremendous job on the sacrifice bunt. Buckland made the play over to first and just takes the out, offering up the first run of the game. As you see, right on that first pitch, a beautiful bunt. And not only did Kell lay down a perfect bunt, she laid it down on the correct side of the infield. So base is empty, 1-0, Oak Glen leading here in the top of the third. And Maddie McKay, the pitcher, feeling quite good now after getting the lead. Next pitch backed out into the cage, 2-1 the count quickly. As Buckland continuing to waste zero time in the pitcher's circle. She is working at lightning fast pace. Healthy cut from McKay on the next offering. After Buckland goes down 2-0, fighting back to make it a 2-2 count. Off speed on the next offering. McKay thought about it. You could see a little flinch in the bat of McKay. Full count now. Sarah Brown on deck, the cleanup hitter for the Golden Bears. Here's one rocked high into the sky, gap left center field. Moving over is the left fielder, Kendall Martin, and the sophomore makes the grab for out number 2. And that will bring up Sarah Brown, the cleanup hitter. Brown in the first inning struck out looking on an outside corner pitch with a full count. First pitch of this at bat, missing upstairs. 1-0 the count. Nice frame job on the outside corner by the catcher, Kaylin Parks. Home plate umpire Tim Merrifield agrees. Strike one. 1-1 pitch. This one is drilled into the gap, left center field. That's going to be a tough play. Moving back on the run is Destiny Blankenship, and the senior center fielder makes the grab for out number 3. The damage done, though, as Oak Glen strikes first with 1 in the top of the third. Independence to the plate. You're watching the 2021 West Virginia Girls High School Softball State Championship on the NFHS Network.
One hit, no errors.
Glen now leading, moving into the bottom of the third inning. The Golden Bears got the leadoff triple by the leadoff hitter, Sydney Brown. Brown, no stranger to big hits. She hit a 2-run walk-off home run to defeat Weir in extra innings in the postseason. 1 run on 1 base hit. A nice sac RBI by Lizzie Kell. And no errors, nobody left on. Oak Glen leading after 2.5 innings, 1-0. And for Independence, as you take a look at that nice sacrifice bunt, again, laid down on the correct side of the infield. You move to the right side, force the pitcher, Buckland, to move to that right side, and Buckland just took the out, gave up the first run of the game. We were in a little bit of a holding pattern as Maddie McKay, as I mentioned, her last inning at the pitcher circle was slipping on that turf, and she called for the maintenance staff to come out and maybe throw a little bit more of the rubber pellets down to keep that foot from slipping. Trista White digs in first in the bottom of the third with Independence now trailing 1-0. 8-9-1 due up here for Independence. White followed by the pitcher Delaney Buckland, then back to the top of the order with Kaylin Parks. 0-1 count immediately to White. White using that running stance, running towards it. 0-2 quickly, though, to White. She's a .475 hitter in limited action, 7 RBIs. Check swing on the next offering. They'll look down to third base, and third base umpire Pete Ward says yes, she did, as Trista White called out on strikes. That is strikeout number 5 for Maddie McKay. We'll take a look at it. From our vantage point, we can't really tell. As you see, home plate umpire Tim Merrifield quickly looking down to Pete Ward at third, who calls White out on strikes. Now pitcher versus pitcher here. As Buckland pitches righty, bats lefty. And she is quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Buckland, .264 hitter. She does have 13 RBIs on the season, 6 doubles and 12 stolen bases for the pitcher. Now McKay missing for the first 3 pitches to Buckland. And Kaylin Parks, the catcher, standing in the on-deck circle. Independence going down 1-0 here in the top of the third. And a 4-pitch walk now issued. So McKay has hit a batter in the ballgame back in the second inning when she clipped Martin on the first pitch, and now she has walked her first batter.
Independence, number 17, Kaylin Parks.
1-out walk issued. Kaylin Parks, leading batter on this team. Although she popped out in the infield to McKay back in inning number 1. A .628 hitter, 50 RBIs for the Patriots. Leads this team, gets under another one, though, in foul territory. Giving chase is the third baseman, Munoz. And at the last second, a gust of wind moves the softball away. Munoz diving after it, just couldn't make the grab. As you see her coming in, and she got the glove in that awkward position, too late to switch it over to the underhand basket attempt. So Parks got to be thanking her lucky stars. She'll have another opportunity. 0-2 the count to the leadoff hitter for the Patriots. Parks is a mammoth bat, 50 RBIs, 12 home runs, 10 doubles, and 7 triples. Gets underneath another one. This one launched towards the left side of the infield. Munoz giving another look at it, and it will hit on the top of the foul pole. 0-2. Allie Hypes on deck. Winner of this game advancing in double elimination play in the championship bracket. They'll face the winner of Sissonville Herbert Hoover. That game will follow the end of this one 30 minutes after this game concludes. 0-2 pitch and a battle between the pitcher McKay and the senior Kaylin Parks. Parks, a 2019 first-team All-Stater. 0-2 offering, off speed, and Parks lays off of it. Count now 1-2. McKay rocks and fires, missing again upstairs. Got a couple pitches here that she could waste. Going to try to get Parks to chase something out of the zone. Count evens at 2-2. Golden Bears got their one run in the top half of this inning. Next pitch, jamming. Parks, she'll pop it up over in left field. Coming in to make the grab is Michaela Zoller for out number 2. So a big out issued by McKay and the defense as they retire the big bat of Kaylin Park for the second time today. So 2 outs. Buckland still standing at first. She walked. And Allie Hypes, one of 5 strikeout victims here today for Maddie McKay. Hypes the shortstop. Looks in at the first pitch, and Independence doing what they do best as Buckland swipes her 13th bag of the season. And that will offer Independence a runner in scoring position with 2 outs and a chance to tie this one. Hypes with 25 RBIs on the year. Next pitch rides inside as Hypes jumps out of the way. 2-0 the count to Hypes. Hypes a .368 hitter on the season. Off speed and a check swing. Finds the inside corner. McKay has really done a good job today of working the inside and outside edges of the plate. And she's been rewarded by home plate umpire Tim Merrifield. 2-1 offering, called strike 2. And McKay possibly a strike away from getting out of the inning with no damage. Golden Bears won 26 straight to begin the season, losing just to Kaiser. Next pitch, that one jams the batter, and that one will trickle foul with some English on it. Hypes will stay alive, though. Glen won state championship to their belts back in 1998 in Class AA. Looking for number 2, Independence looking for their first ever 2-2 pitch. That one is ripped down the line. Moving over into foul territory is Zoller, and she will make a pair of nice plays out in left field for out numbers 2 and 3. We move to the 4th. Oak Glen leading 1-0. You're watching the 2021 West Virginia Girls High School State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
No runs, no hits.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
We welcome you back on the NFHS Network. Class AA softball action here in South Charleston, West Virginia. This game is under the supervision of the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission. Bernie Dolan is the executive director. Assistants are Greg Reed, Wayne Ryan, and Cindy Daniel. Heather Enoch is the media coordinator. Opening game of Class AA, and we've got a good one brewing here between the Oak Glen Golden Bears and the Independence Patriots. Golden Bears got 1 run in the top half of the 3rd inning. No damage for the Patriots in the bottom half. To the 4th we go. And hitters 5, 6, and 7 coming to the plate for the Golden Bears. Olivia Munoz will lead it off. She grounded back to Buckland, the pitcher. Her first plate appearance back in inning number 1. She'll foul the first offering into the cage. Next pitch up at the eyes, 1-1 the count. This will be, again, something was going to have to give. Neither Oak Glen nor Independence like to give up runs. 1.6 for Oak Glen, 2.8 for Independence. And both teams like to score runs. Oak Glen scores at 8.8 runs per game, 8.1 for the Patriots. Right now, the defenses and the pitchers are doing work. 1-2 the count. Munoz stays alive, throws the bat out on the outside corner.
Please help us return all foul balls that leave the field back.
Top of the fourth inning here from South Charleston, Little Creek Park, and we're at the Rock, Field A. 3 softball fields at this complex, all 3 turfed. And that is very important due to the weather we've had over the last couple of days in West Virginia. Again, first year of South Charleston hosting this event, and they are putting forth their best foot here. 1-2 offering. That one jams Munoz, and she'll just get enough of it to poke it into shallow left field as Kendall Martin, the left fielder for the Patriots, comes in to make the grab for out number 1. You see a little sunshine peeking through now.
Now batting for Glen, number 33, Michaela Zoller.
So far, just a pair of base hits offered by Delaney Buckland. One of those, though, was a leadoff triple back in the third by Sydney Brown. And again, Brown was plated with the sac RBI on the bunt by Lizzie Kell. And that remains the difference in this ball game. Michaela Zoller has one of those 2 hits, a single back in the second inning. She'll rip another one up the middle, gloved on the near side by Hypes. On the run, the throw gets away, though. That was a tough play by the freshman. Hypes did a tremendous job of getting the glove on that right behind second base, but contorting the body. She really had a tough time getting the throw on that one, but as Brian Shepard and I agree, I'm not sure that it would have mattered. There is no way that was going to be Zoller safe no matter what. Here's a sac bunt laid down nicely. This is going to be a difficult play. And Kaylin Parks, first-team All-Stater a couple of years ago, says, no, it is not a difficult play. They'll take the out at first, but Zoller will do the job. Moore will do the job, advancing Zoller into scoring position. Yeah, I'm going to call that one from Zoller an infield single. And now Moore with the sacrifice. 2 outs now here in the top of the fourth inning with the Golden Bears. A slim 1-0 lead. Grace Smith, right fielder, fouls the first pitch off. Next offering, inside corner, painting the edge is Buckland. Quickly an 0-2 count now to the number 8 hitter in the order, Grace Smith. And next one fouled back out of play. Count holds at 0-2. Buckland, again, has given up just 3 base hits. She has struck out 3. Did hit a batter and walk a batter back in that first inning. Other than that, though, the sophomore and her defense have been very solid. Both defenses playing very well in this one. 0-2 offering. Smith looks on as that one rides high out of the zone. Winner of this game will await the winner of Herbert Hoover Sissonville. Following immediately after this one, here's one poked down the line, and that one will go out of play, foul territory. So Smith giving Buckland a battle here in the top of the fourth with 2 outs, and Zoller in scoring position out at second base. 1-2 pitch. That one swung on a miss. 4th strikeout of the game for the sophomore Delaney Buckland. Out of the jam with no damage. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Oak Glen leading 1-0.
For Oak Glen in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
At Tudor's Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal. Served all day long and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
Bottom of the fourth we go here from the Rock, Field A in South Charleston, West Virginia. First game of Class AA softball state tournament action on the NFHS Network, brought to you by Video Productions in conjunction with the WVSSAC. A defensive battle is what we've got brewing here as Oak Glen leading 1-0 over the Independence Patriots. Patriots at the plate with hitters 3, 4, and 5. Blankenship, followed by Kendall Martin and Sarah Bragg. Destiny Blankenship popped out in the first inning to McKay. Next pitch popped high into the sky. Very shallow left field moving in. And making the grab for out number 1 is Michaela Zoller. Zoller made 2 plays out in left field in the last half inning. And she'll make a third here to start the bottom of the fourth. So the cleanup hitter, Kendall Martin, saw just 1 pitch in her first plate appearance, and it hit the front toe of the cleanup hitter. Martin, a .372 hitter on the season for the Patriots. Swings and fouls the first pitch back. Martin second on the team in RBIs with 35. She's got 10 doubles, 5 triples, and 15 stolen bases. If the Patriots get on base, watch for them to steal. They've got 127 in 36 games this season. They like to swipe bases, and that helps them to score 8.1 runs per game. But they're going to have to break through this Oak Glen Golden Bear defense, who gives up 1.6 runs a game. They've pitched 12 shutouts and 6 one-run games in victories. Here's a chopper down the line at third, fielded cleanly by Munoz. Across to first, and that's going to get away. The throw is errant, and that is going to allow Martin to the base paths. The first chink in the armor for the Golden Bear defense. And it was a slow chopper fielded cleanly by Munoz. She just airmailed the throw across to first base. Holden couldn't get up to it. So a base runner aboard on the E5. That will bring Sarah Bragg to the plate. Looking to sacrifice that runner. And she'll bunt this one foul. Bragg, the third baseman, a .349 hitter on the season. 28 RBIs. And she's got 7 doubles. Independence trying to fight back here in the bottom of the fourth inning, trailing 1-0. McKay misses in the, I used to say dirt, but it's just turf. Kicks up some rubber pellets. 1-1 the count to Bragg. Called strike 2 at the knees by home plate umpire Tim Merrifield. Winner of this game will advance in championship bracket action to face the winner of Sissonville Herbert Hoover. Be 30 minutes following the end of this one. Next pitch, just catching a piece, is Bragg. Stays alive with the 1-2 pitch. Independence trying to get a runner in scoring position, but they're going to have to be good. They're 0 for 4 in this game with runners in scoring position so far. Oak Glen just 1 for 5. That was the sack bunt. Quick meeting at the pitcher circle for the infield of Oak Glen. Somebody out there who has a white Subaru better get on the ball, or your vehicle is heading out of here. And it's going to be carried by a tow truck. 1-2 to Bragg. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. Oak Glen and Independence, Golden Bears with one state championship to their school's history back in 1998. Independence looking for that first ever. McKay rocks and fires, swing and a miss. They'll send the runner on the play, strike him out, throw him out, and the Golden Bears, after their first error, in the threat in the bottom of the 4th. No damage for Independence as a great strike him out, throw him out play by Sarah Brown out to get the runner Martin. No damage to the 5th we go. Oak Glen coming to the plate, leading 1-0. You're watching the 2021 West Virginia Girls High School State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
We move into the top of the 5th inning, and defense, the name of the game for Oak Glen, showing why they give up just 1.6 runs per game. We'll see that here in just a second. Immediately, though, coming to the plate, Emma Renfro, the number 9 hitter, looking to try to bunt her way onto the base pass. Good play by the pitcher, Buckland. It's a pretty nice bunt laid down, just a little too much juice on it, and Buckland able to make the grab. Buckland has made a couple of plays defensively to help her own cause. Back to the top of the order we go. Sydney Brown, 1 for 1, had that triple back in inning number 3 and scored on the sac bunt by Lizzie Kell, and that is the difference in the game at the moment. 1-1 the count to Sydney Brown. 2-run walk-off home run in that comeback victory over Weir, in the regionals. Went 26-0 to begin the season, did Oak Glen, before losing their first game of the season. 2-1 the count to Brown. Brown rips one down the third baseline. And watch out, Coach Sherry Gardner. Coach diving for self-preservation purposes right there. 1-2. You'll see this ball rip down the line. It'll come right into our view. And you see the cameraman, Andrew Boland, didn't like the thought of that one coming in his window. Brown battling at the plate here with 1 out. Checks the swing. This one sails high from Buckland. Buckland has given up just 3 base hits in the previous 4 innings. She's walked 1, hit a batter, and she is going to offer up her second base on balls to the leadoff hitter, Sydney Brown. And that will bring up Lizzie Kell. She's got the sac RBI in this game that scored Brown back in the 3rd inning.
Glen, number 2, Lizzie Kell.
Kell 1 for 2. Lined out to center field back in inning number 1. Swings hard at the first offering. 0-1 the count. Found out Parker Withrow is manning the third base video camera. I don't blame him one bit for being a little dodgy on that line drive. Next pitch, this one is ripped straight away center field once again, though. Moving in and making the grab is Destiny Blankenship for out number 2. So Kell has put 2 right out to straightaway center field. And that will bring up the pitcher, McKay. 0 for 1, walked in the first inning, was stranded at first, and then popped out to left field in inning number 3. Glen looking to try to manufacture a second run as we get into the waning innings here in game number 1 of the Class AA State Softball Tournament from Little Creek Park in South Charleston. Fake square to bunt. They'll send the runner down. The throw is good, but a good slide to the back side of the bag. And Brown is safe out at second. Take a look. This was a solid throw on a dime, but a great slide by Brown. Now this next pitch is going to get away, and Brown's going to go headfirst into third now. So Sydney Brown manufacturing an opportunity here for the pitcher, Maddie McKay. McKay would love to help her own cause here. Count 2-1. And Buckland will miss upstairs, now 3-1. To McKay with the cleanup hitter coming up next, Sarah Brown. 2 outs here in the top of inning number 5. 3-1 pitch, and that one misses up at the numbers. And for the first time today, Oak Glen with runners at the corners. That is the third walk of the game issued now by Buckland. And again, she came in on the season with 272 strikeouts to just 39 walks. She had faced 686 batters coming in to the postseason here in this state tournament. And so now she has walked 3, and that's going to draw a meeting at the pitcher's circle with head coach Ken Atkins and the entire infield for the Patriots. Today's game is being produced in conjunction by the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission and Video Productions. Bernie Dolan is the Executive Director of the WVSSAC. Assistant Executive Directors, Greg Reed, Wayne Ryan, and Cindy Daniel. Heather Enoch is the Events Coordinator. In conjunction, we are Video Productions. Next pitch in the dirt to Sarah Brown. That will offer the runner McKay out at second with no possibility of a throw. So Oak Glen with a 2-out opportunity in the top of the 5th inning, a 1-0 count to Brown. 2-0. Brown 0 for 2. She struck out looking back in the first inning and then line drived straightaway center field for the next pitch. This one is ripped, and that's going to drop in under the glove of the left fielder. Both runs will score. Brown heading around second. She's going to head into third. Sliding in safely is Sarah Brown with the 2 RBI triple. Brown roped one, her last plate appearance, to left center field, and this one was on a rope, and it drops just under the glove of Martin. It'll get all the way to the fence line as Sydney Brown and Maddie McKay able to score.
Number 32, Olivia Munoz.
And big extra base hits for Sarah Brown and Sydney Brown, scoring runs. The first pitch now to Munoz. That will be taken out to right field, but that will go right into the glove of Alyssa Daniels for out number 3. Damage in the top of the 5th for the Golden Bears. They plate 2, they add to the lead, 3-0. Bottom of the 5th to come. You're watching the 2021 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network. Welcome you back to the Rock here in South Charleston. Field A from Little Creek Park, Class AA State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network in conjunction with the WVSSAC and Vito Productions. Got to thank our sponsors. And the corporate sponsor is Little General Stores, but CBS Equipment Service and Support out of Beaver, West Virginia. Independent sponsor for this ball game. We are in game one of Class AA. Oak Glen now leading 3-0. 2 more runs added in the top of the fifth with the big 2 RBI triple by the cleanup hitter Sarah Brown, the catcher. And Oak Glen, as the innings are waning, with a 3-0 lead. Jana Davis, Chloe Hart, and Trista White. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 in the Independence order. Davis, just her second plate appearance against Maddie McKay. Off-speed pitch. This one's poked into the gap in left center field. Kell moving over quickly, and the sophomore lefty makes the grab for out number 1. So McKay has been very solid in her previous 4 innings of work. She has walked 1 batter, hit 1 batter, but she has struck out 6 in this game, and she has given up nothing on the board hit-wise yet. First pitch from Chloe Hart, or 2 Chloe Harts, one on a miss. Hart, one of those 6 strikeouts back in the second inning when McKay struck out 3. Hart, a .302 hitter on the season, swings at the next offering and misses again. And quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Hart does have a pair of home runs on the season. McKay rocks and fires. This one smacked into the cage, and Hart will stay alive. Again, Oak Glen, 3 runs has usually been the number to get them victories. They give up just 1.6 per game. And in fact, they have only given up more than 3 runs 3 times this year. Swing and a miss as McKay continues to rock and roll for Oak Glen. Strikeout number 7 for the junior. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. We may get a pinch hitter coming to the plate. Have to wait and see as head coach Ken Atkins checking with the home plate umpire Tim Merrifield. Scheduled to come to the plate is Trista White, designated player. So it looks like Alyssa Daniels will be batting here in the plate appearance in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now batting for Independence, number 12, Alyssa Daniels.
It will be Alyssa Daniels coming to the plate in the number 8 position. First plate appearance of the day for Daniels, and she wastes no time swinging at the first offering from McKay. McKay with 7 strikeouts on the afternoon. Late swing from Daniels on the next offering as McKay humped up on a fastball. 0-2 counts. McKay looking for the second 3 up, 3 down inning. Did it in the first inning herself. Pair of pop flies to her, and then a strikeout. And add to the total for the junior, Maddie McKay, looking good today with 8 strikeouts. And Oak Glen leading after 5 full innings, 3-0. You're watching 2021 West Virginia Girls High School State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
No runs, no hits, nobody.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
We welcome you back to South Charleston, West Virginia 2021 Class AA State Softball Tournament. First game of the tournament. And Oak Glen into the 6th inning, leading Independence. The Golden Bears 27-1 on the season, won 26 straight to start. Independence 22-14 overall. Maddie McKay, though, the pitcher for the Golden Bears, rocking and rolling, 8 strikeouts and no hits yet. Here is the first play of the top of the 6th inning, as Michaela Zoller will chop one down to third. Zoller will beat the throw to the bag. Take a look at that one. That was a chopper towards the shortstop area. And that was just a tremendous play by Zoller, beating that one out, because that was a great play by the third baseman, Sarah Bragg. Just not enough on it. A good stretch by Chloe Hart over at first. And head coach Ken Atkins immediately out of the dugout after that play called by the first base umpire, Mike Reynolds, safe. And now we're going to get ourselves a meeting of the minds with the boys in blue. Yeah, if they just want to ask us up here, Brian Shepard will be glad to show the instant replay of that one. Take a look at it one more time. Zoller chopping it. Bragg fielded it cleanly, fired across to first. And I tell you what, Ken Atkins might have a bit of a beef with that play. It looked to me like the ball goes into the glove of Hart, and I think that's what's going to be called. Without the benefit of instant replay, the umpires got together and made the call. So the second base umpire, Chuck Leach, has obviously seen something that Mike Reynolds was unable to see from his viewpoint. And I like it. That was a good idea. That was a good call by the officials, or the umpires, getting together. And they got it right. So give credit to Bragg over there at third. A nice play. Here's a dribbler towards the second base area. And Jana Davis, the freshman, going to have to take it herself. Hart tried to grab that one and missed. But Independence playing some very nice defense here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting for Oak Glen, number 18, Grace.
So 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 6th. Grace Smith coming to the plate, a pair of strikeouts on the afternoon. She'll swing at the first offering, pops it in foul territory over near the fence, and the Patriots continuing the great defense in the top of the 6th. 3 big plays to retire Oak Glen. 3 up, 3 down. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Golden Bears leading the Patriots 3-0. You're watching the 2021 West Virginia Girls High School State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
At Tudor's Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal, served all day long, and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
West Virginia teens are changing the game. West Virginia Game Changers is an initiative designed to educate, support, and empower our youth to make healthy choices as they prepare to be our leaders of tomorrow. All Seasons Lawn and Landscape. Whether you need help with the landscape or the perfect manicured lawn, call Chris Dukic at All Seasons Lawn and Landscaping. All Seasons Lawn and Landscaping, proud supporters of girls softball and the Ritchie County Lady Rebels. CBS Equipment. CBS Equipment has over 30 years' experience in the mining industry. Is committed to supply mining companies with a reliable, inventive, quality equipment as well as top-notch customer service. CBS Equipment is proud to support the Independence Lady Patriots as well as all 2021 state softball tournament participants. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. And for Independence, the Patriots with just 2 more plate appearances, trailing Oak Glen 3-0. Pitcher Delaney Buckland at the plate. As Maddie McKay, the junior, has been very good today. She has a no-hitter in through the 6th inning. She has struck out 8 batters on the afternoon, and that is number 9 as Buckland goes chasing one up out of the zone. So one away from double-digit strikeouts for the junior, Maddie McKay. And back to the top of the order for the Patriots, Caleb Parks. Best bat on the team, 628 hitter, 58 RBIs. And she'll swing at the first offering, rip one deep center field, moving back, and in and out of the glove of Lizzie Kell it goes. And that will send the runner Parks out to second. Unfortunately for Parks, she will not get a base hit. That's going to be an E8. I'll tell you, that was a great attempt by Kell, the sophomore. She had to move back near the warning track just to get to that ball. Jumped at the last second, and the ball just popped right out of the glove. Patriots, again, they need some base runners, trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Allie Hypes to the plate. Swings at the first pitch, ropes it towards left field. Moving over, though, is Zoller for out number 2. Zoller has been busy. That's her 4th put out over at left field. So Destiny Blankenship to the plate. 264 hitter with 13 RBIs, 6 doubles. As Independence looking to get one back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Swinging at the first pitch. This one's popped up into very shallow right center field, and Kell, the speedster on her horse, to make the grab for out number 3. No damage done as we move to the final inning. Top of the 7th to come. Oak Glen leading Independence 3-0. You're watching the 2021 West Virginia Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
And we welcome you back to South Charleston, West Virginia, Class AA Softball State Tournament, Game 1. Oak Glen leading Independence as the Golden Bears junior pitcher, Maddie McKay, has a no-hitter through 6 full innings. And the Golden Bears have gotten it done offensively as they have needed to. Back in the 3rd inning, Sydney Brown with a triple, a sac RBI by Lizzie Kell. And then in the 5th inning, a 2 RBI triple by Sarah Brown. That's the difference in this ball game so far. So for Independence, they need no damage here in the top of the 7th, and they'll need 3 at least, or they will drop into the consolation bracket. Again, double elimination style tournament, so all is not lost with a loss in the first game. But if you're Oak Glen or Independence, you'd like to be in that championship bracket. So we move to the top of the 7th, bottom of the order to begin. Emma Renfro stepping to the plate first. And for Independence, Delaney Buckland has been good today, just 4 base hits. But of those 4, 2 of those were very big ones. Next pitch, this one is nubbed off the tip of the bat. Coming in and underhanding it is Jana Davis, the freshman over at second base for out number 1. And back to the top of the order, Sydney Brown. She is 1 for 1 officially. She was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Had the big triple and scored in the third, and then walked and scored on the triple by Sarah Brown in inning number 5. Buckland working the outside corner for strike 1. And Buckland with an ERA coming in of 2.43. So she's right on her average. But Oak Glen is right where they like to be as far as defensively. They give up 1.6 runs per game, 12 shutouts, and 8 one-run games for the Golden Bears, who are 27-1. Independence 22-14. 2-1 pitch. That one missing upstairs. 3-1 to Brown. Lizzie Kell on deck. 3-1 pitch misses. And that will be the 4th walk of the game for Delaney Buckland. And a 1-out base runner aboard, top of the 7th inning. Lizzie Kell, a sacrifice RBI in the 3rd inning to get the scoring started for Oak Glen. Lined out to center field 2 times in the 1st and 5th innings, respectively. 1-0 the count. For Independence, they'll have hitters 4, 5, and 6 coming to the plate. Here's one ripped over the head of the 3rd baseman. And Oak Glen is back in business again here in the top of the 7th inning. Kell with just the 5th base hit of the day for the Golden Bears, advancing Brown out to second. And the pitcher, Maddie McKay, with an opportunity. As you see that one lined right over the glove of Bragg at third. McKay looking to help her own cause. This one is tattooed deep into left field over the head of the left fielder, Martin. They're going to send the runner Brown around from second, and into third will be Kell. And Maddie McKay with a stand-up RBI double. Brown had to wait to make sure that Martin was going to be unable to make the play on that ball. We'll take a look at it on our Little General Stores replay. All the way to the fence it goes, and Brown had enough speed to get in for Oak Glen. An insurance run here in the top of the 7th inning.
Now batting for Oak Glen, number 77, Sarah Brown.
So the cleanup hitter, Sarah Brown. She's 1 for 3, had the big 2 RBI triple. She'll show some versatility here, and she will lay down a beautiful sacrifice bunt, and Oak Glen with a pair of insurance runs here in the top of inning number 7. Kell will score from third. McKay moves on to third, and Brown 3 RBIs in this game.
Now batting for Oak Glen, number 32, Olivia Munoz.
Runner at third with 2 outs, Olivia Munoz to the plate. Munoz 0 for 3. She's hit it all 3 times. Grounded back to Buckland in the first. Popped out to left field in the 4th, and then a line drive opposite field to right fielder Alyssa Daniels in the 5th inning. 1-1 the count. So the mountain that the Patriots are going to have to climb has just gotten a little steeper here, trailing 5-0. Munoz smacks one back against the cage again, 1-2 the counts. Again, Oak Glen, they have only given up 5 runs on the season 2 times. 12 shutouts, 8 one-run games in victories. They give up just 1.6 runs per game defensively, so Maddie McKay and the defense feeling pretty good after these extra couple of runs. And again, there is one more in McKay over there at third. Here's one ripped towards the shortstop Hypes. She'll fire across, though, in time for out number 3. We move to the bottom of the 7th. The Patriots need 5. See if they can get it. After these messages, you're watching the 2021 West Virginia Girls High School State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
One left on base.
CBS Equipment has over 30 years' experience in the mining industry and is committed to supply mining companies with reliable, inventive quality equipment as well as top-notch customer service. CBS Equipment is proud to support the Independence Lady Patriots as well as the 2021 Softball State Tournament participants. Bottom of the 7th inning we go. Oak Glen 27-1, leading 22-14 Independence. And the Patriots need 5 runs. And that is going to be a tall task at the moment against Maddie McKay, the junior, second-team All-Stater back in 2019 as a freshman. McKay has been very good today. Stepping up is Kendall Martin. It'll be hitters 4, 5, 6, due up in the order.
I still need Herbert Hoover's lineup.
1 and 2, the count to Martin. McKay with 9 strikeouts on the afternoon. And a check swing. That one clips the tip of the bat. Martin, a .372 hitter, 35 RBIs, 10 doubles, 5 triples. And for Independence, they need base runners. They'll need 5 again. All is not lost if you lose this game. It's a double elimination contest. The winner of this one advancing in championship bracket play. They'll face the winner of Sissonville, Herbert Hoover. That'll be the final game of today in the evening session. The losers of this game and the next game will face off in our third game to begin the afternoon session. 2 and 2, the count to Martin. Sissonville and Herbert Hoover are the two teams to face off against each other right here on this field. Following the conclusion of this one, 2-2 pitch popped up in the infield, and camping under it is Olivia Munoz over at third for out number 1. So dare I put the broadcaster's kibosh on Maddie McKay. I mentioned back in the last inning that she has a no-hitter through 6 full innings, so 6 1/3 without a base hit given up. There is 1 base runner on an error. Sarah Bragg to the plate. First pitch popped up in foul territory, and that is going to hit the catcher Brown in foul territory, diving after it. A great attempt by the sophomore catcher for Oak Glen. Just unable to grab a hold of it. Let me take a look at this. Popped up in foul territory. Brown had trouble locating it for a second. 0-1 the counts to Bragg. Bragg swings again, fouls this one off. Bragg a pair of strikeouts in the second and fourth innings respectively. A .349 hitter, 28 RBIs on the season. 0-2 offering. McKay loses that one up in the sky, 1 and 2. McKay rocks and fires, moves off speed again. And the count even at 2 apiece. Jana Davis on deck. Again, the Patriots will need 5 runs here in the bottom of the 7th, or the Golden Bears will move on in championship bracket play, and there is the broadcaster's kibosh. I apologize to Maddie McKay, a no-hitter through 6 1/3 innings, and as soon as I mentioned it, a ripped base hit for Sarah Bragg, the first of the game, and I'm getting boo birds up here in the booth. I apologize if any of Maddie McKay's family's out there watching. The first hit of the game for Independence here in the bottom of the 7th. Jana Davis to the plate. Flinches on the first offering. That one missing inside. Davis 0 for 2. Struck out in the second and then flew out to center field in inning number 5. A 3-10 hitter. 12 RBIs on the season. The next offering, a called strike by Tim Merrifield. 1-1 the counts. McKay looking to go the distance here in the opening round of Class AA. 2-1 the counts. McKay has been dominant. 9 strikeouts. She has walked and hit a batter today. And until that last swing from Sarah Bragg, she had not given up a base hit. 2-2 the count to Davis. The 2-2 pitch ripped down the line at third from the knees. It's going to be a double play by Munoz, and the game is over. What a play by Olivia Munoz. The line drive from Davis right at the hot corner at third. Munoz goes down, as you'll watch right here on the Little General Stores instant replay. It's ripped down the line. Munoz drops, grabs it off the turf, and fires across to first and doubles off Bragg, and that will do it here in game number 1 of Class AA. Oak Glen wins it 5-0. The Golden Bears advance in championship bracket round, and the Patriots will drop into the consolation bracket. Again, the winner of the next contest between Sissonville and Herbert Hoover, Oak Glen will await the winner of that one, and then the Independence Patriots await the loser of our next game. 5-0, your final score. Take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap the ball game and have some statistics for you. You're watching the 2021 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
We welcome you back to South Charleston, Little Creek Park, and the Rock Field A as Oak Glen will advance in championship bracket play in the Class AA Softball State Tournament. And this is the final play of the game, as it was Olivia Munoz, the third baseman, a ripped shot down the line by Jana Davis. And from the knees, Munoz firing across to first for out number 3, and that finished off the game as the Golden Bears victorious. They'll move on in championship bracket round. They'll wait the winner of our next contest, Sissonville and Herbert Hoover for Oak Glen. As you take a look on the board, 5 runs on 6 base hits, 2 errors defensively for the Golden Bears. And for Independence, it was a tough road to hoe here today due to the fact that Maddie McKay pitched an absolute gem of a ball game. No runs, just 1 base hit, and that came in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out. No errors defensively for Independence, but Maddie McKay was absolutely dominant here today as she went the distance, struck out 9 batters, and again gave up just the 1 base hit. And again, I feel bad. I kind of owe a steak dinner to McKay as I put the broadcaster's kibosh on McKay. Team batting averages, as Brian Shepard taking a look at this, just .45 for Independence. That was the dominance of Maddie McKay and the Oak Glen defense. They came in, obviously, very good defensively. Okay, they had 12 shutouts and 6 one-run games in victories. They gave up just 1.6 runs per game. They gave up nothing here tonight. Oak Glen as a team, a .260 batting average here today. For Independence, again, just the 1 base hit as Sarah Bragg in the bottom of the 7th inning ripped the single but was picked off of the base paths. For Oak Glen, leading bats were Sydney Brown and Sarah Brown. Sydney back in the 3rd inning with a stand-up triple. Ended up scoring on Lizzie Kell's sacrifice RBI, and then the big triple with 2 RBIs for Sarah Brown back in inning number 5. The scoring, Oak Glen blanked in the 1st and 2nd innings, got the 1 run in the 3rd, added 2 more in the 5th, and then the insurance runs in the top of the 7th. No scoring for Independence. Over on the left of us, it's AAA action. St. Albans right now in the bottom of the 6th, leading John Marshall 3-0. So West Virginia teens are changing the game. West Virginia Game Changers is an initiative designed to educate, support, and empower our youth to make healthy choices as they prepare to be our leaders of tomorrow. All Seasons Lawn and Landscape. Whether you need help with landscaping or a perfectly manicured lawn, call Chris Dukin at All Seasons Lawn and Landscaping. All Seasons Lawn and Landscaping, proud supporters of girls softball and the Ritchie County Lady Rebels. CBS Equipment has over 30 years experience in the mining industry and is committed to supplying mining companies with reliable, inventive, quality equipment as well as top-notch customer service. CBS Equipment is proud to support the Independence Lady Patriots as well as all 2021 softball state tournament participants. Game 1 in the books. Oak Glen wins it 5-0. The Golden Bears advance in championship bracket play. Today's game has been produced in conjunction by the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission and Video Productions. Bernie Dolan is the Executive Director of the WVSSAC. Assistant Executive Directors Greg Greed, Wayne Ryan, and Cindy Daniel. Heather Enoch serves as the Events and Media Coordinator for the WVSSAC. Butch Nance is the Executive Producer of Video Productions. That'll do it from here in South Charleston, where Oak Glen defeats Independence in this Class AA opening round game. More coverage still to come of this 2021 softball state tournament. All games of the tournament are streaming live and archived on the NFHS network. Today's game was presented by your local Little General stores. For our entire broadcast crew, from Little Creek Park, I'm Andrew Miller in South Charleston, West Virginia. You've been watching live streaming coverage of the 2021 West Virginia High School State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.